Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give these guys a quick check, a little once over. Make sure they're good. Hi, Mama. There's our babe. She looks good. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, little girl. So she looks nice. I'll walk over, check these other calves. And then that'll pretty much be it for the rest of this video, this part of the video today. Afterwards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here and start putting together and getting this this scale put on and installed onto the chute here so we can start getting a better idea of what these calves weigh. All right, let's go check these other guys. So they just got a new bale. Everybody is really happy. Of course, they're acting as though they're starving. But everybody looks really good. I'm really happy with how everybody's progressing. So just check their water really quickly. All right, we still got good water in both of them. I did get the tanks cleaned yesterday. Hi, kid. Hi, little 15. As I said, I did get these tanks done yesterday, so they look really good, nice and clean. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. They get in there and they use their heads to move that hay out of the way and that kind of thing, so they get down to the leafy stuff. They're more after the leafy stuff than they are anything else, so that's why they get hay on the top of their heads. Yeah, and these guys all look really good. We got some really nice calves this year. I would say every bit as good as last year, if not even a little bit better. So they're looking really good this year. All right, the next water trough we're going to clean out is one for these girls here. Hi, Mama. How you doing, babe? Hi, kid. All right, you can see Mama's ready here. Now, I'm not going to spend as much time today because I got a lot to do, but we're going to do the same thing we've been doing. We'll set that down right there, and then we'll just give Mom a little rub, some touching. You can see now that she's much more accustomed to that, much more. Hi, babe. Now we'll let that calf come over a little bit today, but Mama, you can see, is much more accepting of this. Hi, babe. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, babe. Hi, sweetheart. She'll probably try to pull it away a little bit, but you can see she's much better than she had been. She's not got a problem with this. All right, Mama. There you go. All right, Mama. Scratch behind her ears a little bit. Scratch her neck. Now, I'm not shooting to be able to rub and touch her regularly when she's standing out here. That's not my goal at all. The goal is just right now, while I'm here, to be able to have her build a little more trust, similarly with the calf. Part of the reason I'm doing this is this cow, this one, in the past was really kind of skittish and standoffish. She would, when we're trying to get all the cows in and that kind of thing, she would go the other direction, and she was the one animal that was really tough for us to get in the corral. And I don't mean like really tough. We didn't have to really chase them or anything like that. But at one point, we went to get everybody in, and she had gotten to the gate. There was a bunch of calves, And she decided she just wasn't going through the gate. She basically led off all of our calves out back into the pasture. So my wife and I had to kind of head her off at the pass and work with her a little bit, kind of guide her back toward the opening. And then she ended up coming in. But it's just not something that we want to deal with. We want everybody to be able to trust us and to be able to we want everybody to trust us and just work with us rather than working against us. So that's always our goal. So I'm not really worried about her being, I'm not going to be petting her regularly. It's nothing like that. But I do want her to be able to trust us when we're out there working and not being an imbecile. So I'm going to step back now. That's plenty for today. And start getting the things put together for us to put this scale together. It looks like it's going to be a relatively simple operation, so we shall see. If you get anything out of this video, if you're enjoying the content, please do me a favor and like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.